So, bevor das weitergeht gleich, muss ich noch mal ein paar Sachen machen. So, das wieder aufrufen. Dann muss ich noch eben die Brille putzen, damit ich auch den Chat gleich lesen kann. Bis jetzt haben wir nichts verpasst. Wir haben nichts anderes gemacht als gestern gespeichert da, haben noch die Quest angenommen von diesen Elfen. So. So, zu trinken habe ich hier stehen. Für heute Mittag habe ich schon mal Vorbereitung gemacht. Das heißt, wir spielen jetzt so bis circa 1 Uhr. Da mache ich eine kleine Pause von einer Stunde circa und dann komme ich wieder. Dann spielen wir erstmal vielleicht bis 7. Ich weiß es noch nicht genau. Und vielleicht heute Abend noch mal nach 8. Damit wir das Spiel auch ein bisschen weiter vorankriegen, weil ich habe nicht so die nächsten Tage Zeit. Morgen muss ich noch einige Sachen erledigen erst. Wochenende habe ich auch keine Zeit und habe frühestens nächste Woche wahrscheinlich wieder Zeit. So die ab Mittwoch oder sowas, ja, würde ich mal sagen. So. So, dann wollen wir mal gucken, ob wir auch gleich weiterkommen. Da gibt es noch Grohe als Trickkiste. Ah ja. So, dann laden wir das Ganze mal. So, hier sind wir ja stehen geblieben. Momentan versuche ich hier
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace.
was hast du denn? Was ist denn das auf? Die.
The hunters go a-stalking in the night.
Na gut, wir haben sowieso.
By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood.
Was ist das?
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
So. Aber wir haben sowieso nicht so viel Kohle.
That I am. I have spent more of my life on the road traveling alongside great caravans than I have in any given
Schlechte
place
Sachen
in
hat sie
Rivellon.
nicht gehabt.
All of this earth is my home, for a few days or even but a few hours at a time, that is. You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even remotely special to me. All the better that it isn't. For you and for me. Because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares. You have seen them, have you not? Is anything amiss? A punch-on, perhaps, yes. I have the blood of sorcerers in my veins, and between you and me, the blood of sorcerers too. The power of sorcery is so very alluring, you know. But let us change topics, for should hunters catch a whiff of my inclinations, they wouldn't hesitate to kill me where I stand.
You should be more careful, madam. I am a hunter, but as luck would have it, I'm not a
Ich gehe
zealot.
mal noch mal kurz mal was holen. Bin so in 2-3 Minuten wieder da. Lass das mal eben durchlaufen, den.
Creeping for you, Victoria! the hunters go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood. Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments. Creeping for you, Victoria! By the filed teeth of Sulumar's soul shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a creeping for you, Victoria!
Sorry.
And neither am I. Be advised, though, not to give in to your inclinations. Other hunters may not be so forgiving.
Gods have mercy. I talked openly about sorcery in front of a source hunter. What a fool I am. Thank you, O compassionate soul that you are, to treat me so leniently. I never have and never will really dabble in sorcery. On that you have my word. On my life, I swear it. No need to worry, source hunter dearest. You'll find no sorcery here. Only honest...
His hot-steeled instruments.
Leave me be, I have a job to do.
Sagt er.
We might need to blow this one open.
Hunters
Nein.
go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder,
Ach so, das ist
they'll
der.
end it all in
Oh Mann, der
blood.
ist wirklich bekloppt. Aber Sprit brauche ich nicht. Auch verschlossen.
By the filed
That's enough of that now.
shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a creeping for you, Victoria!
Ei. Irgendwie.
By the filed teeth of Sulumar's soul shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes.
Ja, das Ende ist wirklich nah, wenn ich sowas höre. Legionär.
Stop right there. Until you've received the captain's permission to enter, this door does not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Aha.
Source.
Das ist,
What happened?
ja, da frage ich mich auch.
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Ja, irgendwie seltsam. Roderick. Irgendwie seltsam. Aber ich denke mal, es ist auch was ist Zickzacks mal.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivellonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be.
Ah ja. Ein Archivar, sowas,
As for
ja.
how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question.
Ja, das würde ich auch gern wissen.
On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
Genau, fragen wir danach mal.
I always say. So go.
Er hat gesagt.
Peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
You know, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Okay. Also das ist das mit der... Aber dann, bevor wir irgendwas weitermachen, das ist das mit dem mystischen Mord. Ach so, Tag 1 ist dann das, was wir gestern gemacht haben. Okay. Das ist das, was wir angenommen haben, glaube ich. Ja, mit diesen Wahnsinnigen. Nee. Das war eigentlich nicht so. Was bringt das mir? Erinnerung?
You saw. Terrifying, isn't it?
Ja, wir haben es gesehen.
What's this? The portal. It's.
Ja, das sah
The
beunruhigend
portal
aus.
has become active. Fantastic, astounding. Onward we should go.
Heißt das
The
nicht?
portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping,
Sowas habe ich doch in
could it be?
der Stadt gesehen.
You, dear stranger, you must be the key.
Wie,
Something about your
ich?
presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence.
Glaube ich auch.
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it.
Glaube ich.
It is the void itself.
Genau.
The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
So.
Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through,
Ja, ist
we'll
das
find out
mysteriös.
for certain. After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, but don't dilly-dally.
Aber da gucken wir erstmal ins Tagebuch. Bevor wir da durchlaufen, mache ich nochmal. Und da kommen wir, glaube ich, ne? Ja.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she
Was?
And he's off.
It seems the Imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Ein sehr seltsamer Ort. Und wer ist das?
He, milady, the
Was?
weaver of time, mother of history, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see.
Die Weberin der Zeit, so.
Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
Ja, eigentlich müsste sie ja, wenn sie die Weberin der Zeit ist, die Antwort ja eigentlich kennen. Aber wir gehen mal auf
A
2.
stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it
Yup.
infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Konnte das ja, ja.
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique
Was?
in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
Sternenstein.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all
Ja,
that
genau,
is
das
and could ever be
hab ich ja
into
eigentlich
your
gedacht.
tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. But I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how
Mysteries,
they've
ja, of all
tormented me
time.
for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes, though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm.
Nee, den Zeit kann ich ja auch nicht, aber...
If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
Was, die Leere wird uns alle verschlingen? Also...
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us
da bleibt uns wahrscheinlich
restore
nichts
what has
anderes
been
übrig.
lost? What'll it be, Source Hunter? Do tell.
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones.
Ja,
What do
ja,
you
so
make of it?
ungefähr.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Ich gehe mal auf
We
2.
can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
Ja, das glaube ich auch, dass wir eine Menge zu tun haben.
I have the last chest, the last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
Was? Deine 4 Schwestern? Oh Gott. Das kann ja ewig dauern.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter? Come, come! I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge. The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet.
Naja,
No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from.
sieht nach einer
But
großen
you'll need a way
Aufgabe
to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, you know, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Wouldn't it just?
Ja,
Would
wo
that
sollen
I
wir
had a
anfangen?
Starstone sightseeing
Zickzack.
guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed and consult with my agent.
Aber ich verstehe immer noch nicht, wie das alles zusammenhängen soll mit den
But the
Drachen.
mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the void.
Naja,
Isn't that a lovely mission?
von aus, dass ein mehr als nur ein einfacher Historiker
Oh,
ist.
I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword, and even then I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history.
Ja,
and an
das wissen wir doch schon,
arduous
hast du schon mal,
task
glaube ich,
that
erwähnt.
is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job.
Haha.
So, gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome, being privy to all that has been and all that is. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. Oh. My agent. My eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly
Ja.
remind you, is of the essence.
Immer dieser Stress. Ah ja.
I wonder, do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies?
How welcome you are upon this realm. In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions. The drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you.
Stellen wir mal ein paar
Ask and I shall
Weiterungsfragen.
answer, if I can.
So. Fangen wir an.
I am the weaver of time,
Ja,
as I
das
have
hast du,
told you.
glaube ich, schon mal
Though my
kurz
existence
erwähnt.
is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell.
So.
Quite so. Your absence. It should be an impossibility. But no matter where I look, you cannot be found.
Und warum nicht?
I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection. A blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed. Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet, a hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
So.
I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations.
Was? Feenstaub. hatten. Gerade.
But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars, they place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These Starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the Starstones will tell us. What it is but the end. What it could be is the I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever. Oh, Hunter, I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need and all I am is time. And time is running out unless you remedy its decline. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship, for you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. Pleasure, Sir Imp. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing chronicles.
Stufe nicht hoch genug, na gut, aber... Da müssen wir wahrscheinlich... Wahrscheinlich. Aber wir gucken uns erstmal hier überall um noch. Bevor wir irgendwo hier abhauen. Ich glaube, da haben wir jetzt alles. Hier schon mal gucken. Wegpunkte. Ah ja. Das heißt, wir können jetzt schnell reisen, dann gehen wir nochmal, bevor wir irgendwo anders hingehen.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Sternstein, ja.
And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark
Unsere
webs are
eigentliche
being
Aufgabe ist
woven
es ja, den Mord
around these parts,
aufzuklären.
and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected.
Sehr mysteriös.
That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
Eigentlich.
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthal Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly. Before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you.
So.
You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Ah, mache ich. So, ihr habt ja einen mal die Muscheln auf. Ah, das ist nicht unsere beiden Säufer von gestern.
Ho, the Source Hunter! Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Sicil, comrade, and good luck. We Legionnaires are loyal servants to Captain Aureus and the Council of Seven. Been stationed in Sicil for more than a year now, with no end in sight. Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man
zwar auch schon mal
orcs.
irgendjemand gefragt,
Like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Can you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed, orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Sicil? It's these orcs! Now they have bees in their bonnets about God only knows. We need every hand we can get. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbour to the west of here. They may need help. I'd go myself, but we Legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. Never know when another one of these little raiders might sidle up the beach.
Dann bin ich erstmal weg. Ach, das sind die beiden Spritnasen. Die habe ich, glaube ich, alle schon mal gestern geöffnet. Was? Wer schreit denn da rum? Das ist das Schlagfeld. Was dann? Wo groß ist der Käse? Aber eigentlich habe ich die Sachen ja auch schon. Nee, da kommt man nicht drauf. Ich glaube, die habe ich gestern alle schon.
Hello there. Welcome to Seal. She was targeted by the Orc Shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the oceans.
Ich glaube, ich habe die auch gestern alle schon mal. Man sieht mir so aus, als ob da irgendwann... Ach, die Links haben wir schon. Das ist Portal, okay. Motto. Ja, ja, ich weiß. Aber du hast mir ja gestern nichts Besonderes. Ich hatte mir gestern gesagt, dass wir zu schwach sind. Eigentlich. Okay. Jetzt ein paar Fische mitnehmen. Als gar nichts.
Nothing but rubbish.
Naja, zur Not können wir die. Weiß aber nicht. Na gut, aber Bierflasche, aber ich glaube, die können wir auch alle irgendwann mal verkaufen, denke ich mal. Dass es so leere Flaschen sind. Leere Flasche. Bierflasche. Dafür verzehren, ja. Das heißt wohl, dass die noch so, ich muss mal eben kurz die Waschmaschine ausmachen, bin in einer Minute wieder da. Das alles mal mit. Das ist nichts. Ich dachte, ich wäre hier.
Hello there. Welcome to Sea.
Oh.
She was targeted by the Orc Shaman during the attack. Now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Alles sehr mysteriös.
You're not from around here, are you?
Nein, ich bin nicht von hier around.
She was targeted by the Orc Shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These Northmen respect you.
Was ist das Hafenlager? Okay, aber da waren wir, glaube ich, gestern auch schon mal drin.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Curtius, proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
So, du bist ja Beschützer des Lagerhauses.
Curtius is my name. The Legion is my calling. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Curtius, have been trusted to guard it.
Dann bin ich mal weg.
One day you'll show 'em all.
What do you think you're doing?
Was ich tue? Nichts.
God, it was not so bad, hey? Would be quite a bit better if I could do it in peace. Just making conversation, mate. Mate, he says. We are colleagues, nothing more.
Das ist auch nur ein Portal. Die Kühe haben wir gestern befragt. So, seltsame Höhle. Bin mir da nicht so sicher, aber ich glaube, dass... Warte mal. Charakter. Okay, sind wir ja sowieso. Na gut, braucht noch bis Stufe 3. Aber wir können doch bestimmt... Ach nee, da gehen wir lieber zum Gasthaus. Eine Trolle hatte doch da... Rathaus. Gehen wir doch mal dahin. Ach so, ja, da waren wir ja gestern auch. Da war dieser komische Typ. Hier war erstmal nochmal zu Königskrabbe. Wir wollten ja eigentlich in den Raum. Bevor es uns da in diese komische Welt da. Ah ja. Das ist aber sehr nett. Dass das nicht gestohlen ist. Das ist sehr nett von euch.
Potent heat.
Das ist Esmeralda.
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Ah.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Oh.
You! Hypocrites and traitors! I thought Sorsunchers were supposed to help the people, not lure them into crime and punishment.
Kann man dir dann... Das ist ja nicht gerade viel.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Ja. Oh. Ja. Gehen wir nochmal in die...
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that...
Where's a young Esmeralda these days? She has the softest lap to lay in. Maxine, the mayor's darling pet.
Ah ja, genau.
So
Hallo, Buffmorder.
So fair.
Guten Morgen oder schon Mittag, je nachdem.
The subtle palette of
Ich hoffe, dir
dyes in
geht's
her
gut.
sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why.
Achso, das haben wir auch gestern. Das ist ja, glaube ich...
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets.
Das ist der... Geschlossen. Da machen wir jedenfalls mehr Schaden. Hallo, Ritter. Ich habe mich verguckt, Sir Ritter. Man sollte auch die Brille richtig putzen. Also in den Raum ist irgendwie nichts drin, aber wie wir ja auch wissen können, Waffen kaputt gehen. Dann gehen wir noch mal kurz nach oben. Oh Gott. Ja. Da war doch... Wo waren die? Da waren diese komischen Händler.
How gratifying to see you return.
Ja, ja, aber ich bin ja auch nur zurück, weil du mehr Kohle hast. Das glaube ich. Verkaufen.
By the filed teeth of Sulumar's soul shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a creeping for you, Victoria!
Ach, Mann, no. Der folgt ist ja immer noch dran.
The hunters go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood.
Was auch immer da drin gewesen ist. Kampfmesser, okay. Hasenpfote. Wechseln wir mal eben kurz die Charaktere.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
So, da hatten wir ja mehr. Auch so Schrott. Viele Angeln brauchen wir bestimmt nicht.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Waffe soll das sogar sein. Brauche ich nicht. Nicht genug Kohle. Discord, ja.
The hunters go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood.
Oh Gott. So. Sehr mysteriös. Alles. Aber wie ich dich kenne, kennst du wahrscheinlich auch das Spiel, oder, Ritter? So, da gehen wir nochmal auf das Tagebuch. Ach so, ja, das... Nee, eigentlich wollte ich mal... Das ist ja das, was wir gestern kurz... Diesen Verrückten da. Diesen Elfen da. Wir haben gestern so viele Quests eingesammelt. Ah ja. Das heißt... Aber dass das theoretisch, wenn das rot untermalt ist, auch...
This swill is disgusting. The folks in Hunter's Edge make the best whiskey in Rivellon.
Ah ja, gut. Ich kenne die anderen zwar auch alle, aber dies habe ich mal, weiß nicht, wann habe ich, das ist schon so lange her und kann mich an fast gar nichts mehr erinnern irgendwo. Wie gesagt, das ist ja der erste Teil, also so, aber habe ich da überhaupt Fähigkeiten? Nee. Würde das überhaupt was bringen?
Direct hit and hit and hit!
Nee. Da müsste ich mal... Haben wir denn... Das ist... Feuer. Werfen. Naja. Aber es hat geklappt.
Hold! Our
Aua.
enemies have laid a trap.
Na gut. Nee, das kann ich nicht bewegen. Ne, dann gehen wir wieder erstmal nach oben. Hätte ich jetzt eine Magier oder sowas, würde ich dann nochmal reden. Bürger. Novak.
It's you. Just the person to answer a question that's been knocking around my mind since our first meeting. Now then, you must tell me. What's the best way of getting you to leave me? Can I tell you? I suppose I can. And I could. But why would I turn my attention away from this whiskey when Mendius right outside is simply panting with excitement? How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business. And anyone with an ounce of tact would have known that already.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had
barkeep,
challenging
drink if you please.
Of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ah, usually so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt
Dann bin ich mal weg.
fathom, old friend.
Das war der Raum, wo wir uns in die komische andere Dimension das ist der. Ich glaube, ich sollte nochmal den Idioten da oben fragen, der da andauernd rumschreit, von dem wir die Quest gekriegt haben. Vielleicht kann der mir nochmal... Nee, das ist der nicht. Nee. Ist dann bestimmt irgendwo anders wieder. Ich höre ihn auch nicht. Nee, da ist er.
By the needles of the million. Here I wait for thee in the dark. But the stab. Yes. Yes. Have you made the orc feel the black and biting cold center toward the gangling grip
Nein,
of
noch
the
nicht.
greedy grey? Yes. Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand. The heart around which the fingers of that hand. But the orcs of Gazuldagar, they knew my name. Oh, yes. By the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant. She who was to be queen. To know her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was hugged like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow.
Ich dachte, du hast frei, dann kann man da doch nicht verpennen, oder?
Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile.
Ich will Rache, das war... Ja, aber ich weiß ja...
Let it out, set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsuckler, give me my revenge! My name is Eglandir Twil-Selanar, elf of the House of Gandavum, the slaughtered House of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained.
Naja, Ich glaube, der hatte was von dieser komischen Höhle oder was das da ist, erzählt. Alles sehr mysteriös.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Nein, ich brauche jetzt keine Tomaten.
Quiet day on the market, it seems. Existence?
Aus der Heilung.
This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
Eva Maria, ja,
I'm an
klasse.
apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely
Er hat
the
12
opposite.
Stunden, aber wenn man den Schlaf
One
braucht,
healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it.
dann muss der Körper das sich holen.
I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed
Ich ahne
sorcerer.
schon wieder
Surely
eine
you
neue
are more
Quest.
accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me.
Was hast du denn? Ah, ja. 82 kostet der. Kleiner Heiltrank. Boah, ist das teuer.
I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen.
Ja, irgendwie habe ich nichts gefunden, dass da irgendwo eine deutsche Sprachausgabe
Neither a
hat.
beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could.
Ja, Kaffee ist gut, da mache ich mir nachher auch noch mal. Aber Coffee is to sit, nicht to go. It's English. I speak English very well, yeah.
I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician. What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away. Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple,
stinkt doch alles
and
zum
only a
Himmel.
few days shy of his last
dem
day
Mord.
of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning. You are?
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is?
What's taking tender for so long?
No, this is highly accurate.
Was?
Sorry.
Was?
Into the fray once more. Tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
Was?
Gotten far. Sorry, friend. I wish
Wollen wir
there were enough
aufschließen?
stones for both of us. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. She realized soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities. But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Feuerresistenztrank. Das sind eigentlich gar keine schlechten Sachen, aber boah, es hat alles teuer.
Oh, a source hunter.
Ja,
Imagine that. Quite a bit more
source
petite
hunter.
than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Huh?
So,
Me?
dann fragen wir den Typen einfach mal aus.
Surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your
Nein,
memory.
wir haben nicht gehört.
It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of Cicuta Douglasii on the tongue.
Moment, ich hab Telefon, ich bin gleich wieder da.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
So, da kann es auch gleich weitergehen. So, nochmal eben kurz durchlesen.
Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Yes, yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration. She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. She claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself. Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all. The world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter. Certainly, what would you like to know? The Councillor, terrible loss that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Das wäre zu offensichtlich, wenn die Mörderin wäre, glaube ich. Und das glaube ich auch nicht. Da stehen höhere Sachen dazwischen, glaube ich.
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years.
Gerade nach dem, was ich da heute Morgen da erlebt habe, wo ich in den Raum kam, wo der Mord angeblich passiert sein soll. Und das mit der Zeitweber und den... Aber da gehen wir gleich mal ins Tagebuch und zeig euch das.
A mysterious healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
So.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Haben wir da irgendwo Sachen gemacht?
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
So, Tag 2 ist genau das, was wir heute praktisch als an Infos bekommen haben.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
Ja.
I'm beyond grateful.
Waffen.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Dann gehen wir nochmal auf. Das sind die Teleporter, also das Schnellreisen.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Genau, das mit Zickzacks, das war eigentlich heute.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Genau, den haben wir, den Imp haben wir, Zickzacks haben wir getroffen. Auch dann. Und die Weberin der Zeit haben wir getroffen.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I'm
Dann reden wir mal mit Boris.
1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given me. What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see it all. Do it all.
Particular batch of party elixir.
And after I've climbed every mountain in Rivellon, and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life. I'll see you around then. I'm glad.
Okay.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Dann reden wir mal mit den Tieren vielleicht.
Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
What's this? I found something.
I get milk.
Naja.
Wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out to get me. I know it. Meh.
Was können wir denn da? Nichts. Naja.
Liberté, equality, and brotherhood for all will turn the wicked cleaver of decapitation upon you.
Ja, ja. La Revolution, ja. Viva la Revolution. Naja. Das sind die richtigen. Da müssten wir wahrscheinlich hier oben rum, ja. Wir versuchen es einfach mal.
Potent heat.
To leave the city is to venture into danger.
For a dry shirt.
Be careful, Source Hunter.
I need to dry off.
Ich kann da nichts für. Das Wetter ist nun mal. Was ist das denn für ein komischer Zauber? Ah ja. Fliehen. Naja, eigentlich wollte ich nicht fliehen. Das wird auch noch ein bisschen dauern, bis ich alles wieder im im Kopf habe.
I'm overheating
to
here.
leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, source hunter.
Be careful. Aua. Ah ja, der kann heilen. Okay. Aua.
My life is ebbing away.
Oh, das sieht so aus, als ob wir das nochmal machen müssen. Denn die Schriftrollen, die will ich nicht unbedingt dafür opfern.
beats too slowly to sustain me.
Ja, ja. Das habe ich mir aber schon gedacht.
The city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Seltsame Höhle. Was ist sonst auch nicht.
Baking like a cake.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Muss ja irgendwo vielleicht eine Region geben, wo wir ein bisschen scheint, dass wir für die Gegend noch zu schwach sind, aber
To leave the city is to venture into danger.
Salutation! You don't look like you're I sincerely hope you...
da probieren wir es hier. Vielleicht gibt es ja hier oh Gott. Drei. Warten wir mal ab. Na gut, die sind Stufe 5. Und wir sind Stufe 1 oder 2. Ich glaube, das müssen wir nochmal machen. Das ist nicht so... Da bleibt mir nichts anderes übrig. Nein, kein Elixier. Das ist Verschwendung jetzt. Machen wir das so. Gehen auf Autosave 3. Aber da muss ja irgendwo mal ganz vorne da, wo wir angefangen haben.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Da kommen wir nicht durch. Das ist, wenn wir hier rumgehen, irgendwo muss es ja auch Feindgruppen noch geben, die dann eventuell den Level ja.
Sightseal isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sightseal's ever seen.
Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Ja, mehr, ja. Aber mit dir schon mal?
A coin? One coin or two, noble spirit? One coin or two? Thank you, kind one. Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits. Ah, a fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious... I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools' advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility. Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no...
Ah ja, das habe ich mir schon... Was hast du,
So,
Roderick?
those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Absurd. Since when is poverty a prerequisite of spirituality?
Can you spare a coin?
Some of the richest people in the world are also some of the most miserable. Gold can purchase many things, but neither joy nor wisdom are among them.
about this? Rule about X, not. Recruits, that was sloppier than
Welcome back to Seal Hunter. The Legion greets you. Legionnaire, you don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'd bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
Aber wo kriegen wir dann die...
I sincerely hope you know...
Aber wir speichern erstmal. Dann gucken wir mal. No risk, no fun. Ah ja. Überall Gift. Das heißt, man könnte vielleicht irgendwo Magier bekommen. Und die weißes Kaninchen, oh Gott. Wir sind aber nicht bei Alice, ja? Aber der führt uns auch irgendwo hin, glaube ich.
You smell like a hero. The hero I've been waiting for. I've got a bone to pick. Well, I've got no bones to pick, you see? And that's the problem. My friend and I collected a quite big pile of edibles from these shambling undead. A smorgasbord on feet, I say. But a band of wild wolves chases off of it. If you follow me, I'll lead you straight to him. I bet a hero like you could shake him off in a matter of minutes. I'll lead the way, hero.
Oh ja. Oh. Wir sind aber heftig. Oh, die sind ja noch stärker. Stufe 7. Dann müssen wir, glaube ich, irgendwo bestimmt noch irgendwo aus der Stadt irgendwelche Leute rekrutieren. Grauwolf.
I can see the white light.
Ja, ich auch. Hahaha. Spielladen, okay. Dann nehmen wir wieder den Dreier, ja. Ich glaube, wir müssen irgendwo irgendwelche Leute vielleicht noch mitnehmen. Ja, ja. Was, ein kalt? Dann nimm doch lieber ein warmes Getränk. Achso, da waren wir ja drin gestern. Da sind wir von diesen blöden Totengräber einfach angegriffen worden.
As many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps
Esmeralda, das ist ja die Frau von den Ermordeten.
Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you had better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims.
Sternenkiesel. Also wirklich ja, freundlicher könnte es ja auch sein.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. And what questions are those? Don't even mention those rotten carcasses to me. They're the reason we've been stuck in this dead-end town for nigh on 2 bloody years. All fun and games in the beginning, but just you lose a couple of friends fighting those fiends. Get used to lousy rations and have but drink and dice for entertainment. And you'll soon come to realize that out of hundreds of cohorts the world round, yours drew the short straw. The Sicilians used to say this was a chosen place, favored by the higher powers.
Das haben wir ja gestern
But they
schon mal
don't
alles
talk like that
gefragt.
much these days.
Ja.
You there! You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a serenade.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect
Gehen wir nochmal die
So
Punkte.
what they say.
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature
Hey,
anyhow.
das Ende der Zeit, das ist ja...
Honest pay for an honest day.
Da gehen wir nochmal zum ruhigen Strand. Ah, eine Schaufel, nicht schlecht. Wir hatten ja einen Friedhof, glaube ich. Ein paar Sachen, wo wir buddeln können.
Look! Look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water.
Das ist aber nicht üblich, dass Muscheln reden.
I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic harpy. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone. Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long-lost...
Kindness is its own reward.
Agreed. Let's send...
Liberator! Kind... The sea, I have returned. My every wave feels like mermaids. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Oh, danke. Sagen wir doch nicht. Eben speichern. Da sind ja 100 Erfahrungsausrüstung. War besser als nichts. Verfallene Villa, okay. Nordtor. Hauptquartier. Leichenhaus. Königskrabbe. Das ist der Hafen, okay. Aber ich mache, glaube ich, erstmal gleich eine Pause. Ich muss erstmal was... Ja, hier ist alles möglich. Ja, selbstredende Muscheln. Ich muss mal gleich mal erstmal was zum Mittag machen. Dann denke ich mal, dass ich da so gegen 3 wiederkomme. Denn ich habe heute noch nichts gefuttert. Wir haben es jetzt kurz vor 2. Muss mir eben was Kartoffeln aufsetzen gleich noch. So. Dann mache ich mal eine kurze Pause. Dann esse ich erstmal gleich was. Aber wir haben ja zumindest... Ja, danke. Dann müssen wir mal gucken, wo wir wahrscheinlich noch mal ein paar Leute herkriegen. Entweder die Legionäre, kann ich mir nicht vorstellen. Wenn eventuell das in Gasthaus irgendwelche Söldner vielleicht noch rumschwirren. Die uns behilflich sein könnten. Gegen Kohle oder irgend sowas. Das ist Esmeralda, okay. Das ist dieser Hauptmann gewesen, glaube ich. Dann müssen wir auch noch mal gucken, wo der Friedhof ist. Wir haben ja eine Schaufel gekriegt. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob der Friedhof dann auch hier in der Nähe ist, aber ich würde da mal von ausgehen. Dann gehen wir doch einfach noch mal zum Nordtor und gucken. Irgendwo. Ja.
Rest in peace, darling.
Was? Naja, damit habe ich jetzt aber mal nicht gerechnet. Was? Ach, da sind die. Aua. Na gut. Roderick, der hält sowieso ein bisschen mehr aus. Ah ja, heilen könnt ihr auch hier. Aua. Das ist schon mal einer weniger. Aua. Das sieht auch nicht so gut aus. Ich glaube, wir sind einfach zu wenig Leute. Ja, ich fühle mich auch.
This is the end for you! So, Roderick. Scarlett holen wir gleich zurück. Eternal silence awaits you.
Gültiges Heal. Egal, machen wir gleich. Alles. Kann doch gar nicht sein, dass das so bescheuert.
on my feet again.
Ja. Da sind ja noch mehr. Das sieht nicht gut aus. Die sollten auch bestimmt nicht hier sein. Ja, zwar Stufe 2, aber ich habe da auch nicht mit. Das ist auch. Aushalten tut ja nicht viel, aber ja, habe ich mir schon gedacht. Das werden wir egal. Das ist dann auch ein guter Zeitpunkt, erstmal eine kurze Pause zu machen, Mittag zu machen und dann so in eine Stunde circa, so gegen 3, Viertel nach 3, denke ich mal, bin ich dann wieder da. Erstmal was futtern. Dann tue ich nachher den Link, wenn ich wieder sowieso online gehe, dann in Discord stellen und dann wisst ihr Bescheid. Also bis später dann. Und dann versuchen wir erstmal noch ein paar Leute anzuheuern. Ich glaube, mit 2 Leuten kommen wir nicht weit. Also bis später dann. Ciao.